WB Fastlane 2023 results are in the books. This show was a pretty paint by the numbers show, but there was some interesting moments, and I'm going to get to this. So the 5 match main card, no pre-show, 5 matches, pretty straightforward. You knew what you were going to get. It was a good night of wrestling, but it reminded me a lot of the Payback show, where it was a show, right? You didn't miss much except for this moment. And this moment is the first match. And then you had the second match. There were two notable moments. Let's get into it. So, opening the main card, it was the Undisputed Tag Team Champions Judgment Day. Damian Priest and Finn Balor defending against Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. And this premium live event from Indianapolis saw the babyfaces go over. This was despite the fact that you had outside interference from JD Madonna, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio. The finish happened when Jay and Cody hit a double team move, and then Cody hit Balor with the Crossroads for the win. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, they walk out as your official undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. The other notable moment happened when WB shot an angle on SmackDown where the LWO was going to be down a man because the rest of the faction just couldn't go. They were injured. So it started out as Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar and a mystery partner taking on Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. And originally, there was no third man until halfway through the match or so. You saw a returning Carlito, and they made the mistake of having him return, and they changed his music. Just, he had an iconic theme song. I grew up with it. Just keep it. I don't understand the change. Either way, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Carlito went over after Carlito, made the save for everybody, hit a backstabber to Dawkins for the win. Third match, honestly, could have been match of the night. The main event was really good. Opener was solid. You had women's champion Io Sky defend against Charlotte Flair and Asuka in a triple threat match. They did a spot where Asuka sprayed mist in Flair's eyes, and they went back and forth. Bayley came out at one point to give Io Sky some encouragement. In the end, it was Sky who hit a moonsault to Flair for the win and retain her championships. Then, co-main event, you had a returning John Cena, his first premium live event match since WrestleMania 39, his first televised match, first tag team match, I guess you would say, on that aired since December of 2022. John Cena and LA Knight went over Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. When Knight hit his finisher to Jimmy. So they protected Solo. And after the match, Cena was going to raise Knight's hand, but he refused and raised Cena's hand instead. So they got a little kumbaya moment there. Main event, really good. It was better than their Fastlane or their Payback match. World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, he went over Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match to keep the title. They brawled into the crowd, your typical hardcore WWE style match, kendo sticks, chairs, tables, ladders, etc. They brawled into the crowd actually quite a bit, which is a little unique for WWE, but I'll take it. And that played into the finish, which I'll get to in a minute. There was a moment where Rollins had mist sprayed into his eyes and he fell off a ladder and went through the announce table. And then the finish saw them brawl back into the crowd, and Rollins actually hit a Falcon Arrow off of a quite small platform through a table. It almost felt like a house show finish because it's a last man standing match, and it wasn't a very tall platform. They actually did a spot earlier in the night where they had Rollins fall on a crash pad at a higher height than this. So I guess by getting power slammed through a table, is worse. I don't know. It was just, I don't know, kind of a flat finish for me. But either way, good show. I wouldn't say you have to necessarily go out of your way. You might want to see the triple threat. The main event was pretty solid, but other than that, pretty paint by the number show.